Hello and welcome to the Gradual Report. I'm trying this seagull thing with my eyebrows today. We'll see how it works. Okay. Dennis Preist, spokesman for the New York State Catholic Conference, a group representing bishops of the state's 8 dioceses. Really a funny word to say. Came out of the proverbial closet yesterday when he spoke out against the Child Victims Act that was on its way to becoming law in the New York State Senate. He said, and I quote, "We believe this bill is designed to bankrupt the Catholic Church." Now that makes me think, how could the Child Victim Act bankrupt the Catholic Church, one of the most pious and noble institutions that has ever existed? Well, the answer is actually quite simple. You see, when similar acts were passed in California and Delaware, the litigation from child abuse alone cost the church between $800 million and $1 billion to settle. Which means what Dennis meant to say was, you're going after the Catholic priests with their kryptonite, young boys. How dare you? How dare you go after the Catholic Church for raping young boys? That isn't fair at all. That's gonna bankrupt us, financially. Morally, we're doing great. We're the Catholic Church. We're pious. Curious indeed. In a less disturbing non-sexual news, chicks are still sending me pictures of their boobs. I'd just like to thank you in my own personal special way, so if you could just press your boob up into the screen, and you're welcome. P.S. You chicks are hot. In a news story that comes to us all the way from Australia, Melbourne has managed to meet their water-saving goals. That's amazing. How did they do it? They shut the watering to their gardens off while it was raining. I probably wouldn't have thought of that. No, wait, I probably would have thought of that. It's kind of common sense, really. But, congratulations nonetheless, Melbourne. We're all very proud of you. In a story that I didn't make up, but I wish I did, a man in Indonesia loses his testicles from a horse bite. Now, wait a minute. Before you get the wrong idea, it wasn't that kind of horse bite. You see, the man was unloading a cart full of sand in front of a horse-drawn carriage. And whilst he was bending over, the horse lunged out and bit him, relieving him of his left testicle. One bystander was quoted as saying, "Luckily the horse did not chew up or swallow his testicle, but spit it out onto the pavement." Lucky indeed. I bet that gentleman feels like one of the luckiest people that has ever walked God's green earth. The bystander went on to say, "I picked it up, went to the hospital, and gave it to the doctors. It is still unknown as to whether or not the doctors tried to put the testicle back inside the man. My guess is no, because it had been chewed and spit up by a horse. And that's yucky." The 70-year-old owner of the horse, Boondai, I know, I wish I made that name up, but I didn't, says the animal is trained, but sometimes turns wild, and he has bitten in the past. This beckons the question, of course, what was he trained to do? And if so, how do I train a monkey to do that? Oh, that's the news. I'm Denny. Later on tonight, I'm gonna be doing this thing on Blog TV. I'm gonna start around 7:30 Pacific Standard Time. So, you know, if you feel like checking it out, check it out. If you don't, don't.